Hi, welcome to Everyone Can Jam, where everyone can learn to play music. And an important part of a well-rounded music education is to improvise right from the start. You don't have to wait until you're ready to play jazz in order to be able to improvise. You can improvise with just one note. As a matter of fact, the most important thing about improvising is feeling the groove and not worrying about notes. Victor Wooten wrote an excellent book called The Music Lesson, and in that book he says never, how does he say it? Never lose the groove in order to find the right note. So it's really important to just, wherever you're at, modify for yourself. If you're ready to play 6 different notes, use all 6 notes that I taught you a week ago. We're going to use the G major pentatonic scale that I suggested a week ago when I was off hiking. And let's see, if you know more notes in the G major pentatonic scale, you can use more. If you want to use notes that are not in the pentatonic scale, by all means, don't feel limited. But it's really important when we're improvising to choose notes that we feel are well within our skill level. That way you can really feel the groove and relax and just let it flow. You could do that with 1 note or 2 notes or 5 or 6 or 20. If you have any trouble with what we're doing today, go back to the first lesson in this series. It's called Developing Good Guitar Technique 1. And then that'll give you some basic skills that you can use for this lesson. There's a backing track to go with this lesson. I just posted it. Well, it's private right now, but when you see this, you'll be able to see that. It's called Backing Track for Beginner Improv, G, A minor. Ben asked an important question. He said, is there a relationship between the G and the A minor and the notes that I suggested you play? Yes, absolutely. It's also important to know that in order to improvise, you actually don't have to understand the theory. You can learn the theory, and it can be helpful. But if this stuff about scales and chords is confusing, just use the notes that I taught you last week and listen to the backing track. I'll show you how to use the notes, and we can talk more later about the theory and why you can improvise with or without understanding what you're doing. Let's see. You can use your right hand finger picking or the flat pick today. The relationship. The relationship is this. I'm going to play G. The backing track has G chord and A minor chord. So we're in the key of G. And like I said, if you don't understand this, go to Music Language Basics #1. And those are real easy theory lessons. I promise they're easy. And if you think they're not, let me know so I can fix it. They should be really easy. You just have to follow along. You don't have to figure anything out. So today we're in the key of G. We're starting with a G chord. The music that we're playing is made out of a G major scale. We're just going to talk about the first 5 notes in a G major scale: G, A, B, C, and D. When we play G chord, that chord is built on the G note. You can learn more about that in the theory lessons. So that's the first note in the scale, so we call it a 1 chord. If we play the scale G, A, B, C, D, the second note is A, and so we can call that a 2 chord. Whatever key you're in, the 1 chord and the 2 chord are going to have this same kind of feeling, the same kind of sound. And when you just play the 1 chord and the 2 chord like this, the pentatonic scale, whatever key you're in, that pentatonic scale will sound really nice. So this chord progression, G and A minor, sound nice together, and they sound nice with the G major pentatonic scale. And the G major pentatonic scale, it's 5 notes that no matter which one you hit, it's not going to sound wrong or bad. They all sound good. Some of them you'll find you like better than others, and that's what improv is about. You literally play around and experiment and just discover what sounds you like to hear. Let's see. And it's great if you want to learn to play the rhythm track yourself. You can record yourself playing it, or have a friend play it live. Then you won't have to play with a recording. You can play with real strings vibrating. Don't underestimate the value and the power of playing a simple groove. If you can play a groove similar to mine, great. You can change the groove. If you're having trouble with rhythms, this is very helpful just to play down. Whoa, can't see me very well, can you? I had glasses down there. When I say down downs, I'm talking about this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is very important for your musical development, especially if you're having any trouble with things like that. So I'm going to start the backing track and give you some idea of what it means to play the pentatonic scale that I taught you, the notes I taught you last week. Let's review the notes. First string, 3rd fret. First string open. Second string, 3rd fret. And then second string open. 3rd string, 2nd fret. And notice I'm using 2nd finger for 2nd fret and 3rd finger for 3rd fret. That's not always and forever, but it's a good idea right now. Remember how I said, let me turn that up a little bit. Feel the groove. One string. I'm just playing the first string. First string, that's 2nd string. Stuck in a note I didn't teach you yet, but we'll talk more about that later. So that's some idea of how those notes can sound, and the important thing is really just play, literally play like you're 3, play around with them. If you have trouble finding a rhythm that you like for the notes that you play, you can think of a word like, what did you have for breakfast? See, I had a Jalisco omelet. So Jalisco omelet would be a rhythm. Jalisco omelet. I could use that. Jalisco omelet. It could be all one note. You could stay on one string. Jalisco omelet. I'll play that with the rhythm track in a little bit. Let's see, what did I have for lunch? Just tea and a snack bar. Just tea and a snack bar. Jalisco omelet. I'll play that on the first string, on the second string. And you should know that the 3rd string open is G. We're in the key of G. That's a really nice landing place. So if you're playing notes all over and you feel like the chord's about to come home and land at the end, that 3rd string open is a nice place to land. I'm going to improvise just a little bit more as an example, and I'm going to throw in a couple notes maybe slides, things that I didn't teach you yet, so you can see where we're going with this. We can build on this. Every note that I play is still in the pentatonic scale, but there's more than one way you can play each note. So like when I slide, that's the same note as second string open. I'm just playing it on the third string and sliding into it. I can teach you that later. I just want you to know that this is something really fun and easy that we can build on right away. See, what did I have? That's Jalisco omelet. That was just tea in a snack bar. Jalisco omelet. Just tea in a snack bar. Went home to G. Snack bar again. Just tea and a snack bar home on G, open third string. So have fun. Ask me questions. See you next time. Bye-bye.